Hi, I'm Daniel Foley from Foley Health and Fitness, and in this video I want to talk to you about building strength. So in our fitness system that we use, there are 7 qualities of fitness that we always talk about when we talk about having a balanced fitness plan. And number 5 in that series is strength. So what is strength? Strength is the ability to overcome a greater amount of resistance, to lift a heavier weight or to be able to move a heavier load, so to speak. Now it's important to remember that when we're talking about strength, strength is a skill. It's like a language. The more you practice it, the better you get at it. So it's something that needs to be honed and practiced and refined as you go. So it takes consistent practice to improve strength. That's one of the biggest mistakes people make is just they lack the consistent practice at it. You need to practice on a very regular basis, almost daily, if you really want to improve your strength. So strength is something that needs to be practiced all the time. The other thing that it's important to remember when it comes to strength is strength versus muscle mass. So they're not the same thing. So strength is your ability to connect your brain and your muscles together to put out force. Okay? Whereas muscle mass is just your ability to have more muscle. Now if you have more muscle, obviously you have more to connect with your brain, so it can lead to more strength. But sometimes people will see someone who's very muscular and they don't realize that strength and muscle are not the same thing. So sometimes you'll see somebody who's very muscular, but they're not as strong as you would think they would be. And on the flip side, you'll see somebody who doesn't look very muscular, but they're much stronger than you think they would be. And that comes from practice. So if you develop a lot of muscle, but you don't work on that practice or that skill of being able to tap into the muscle, then you may not have the strength that you think you should have. And so you got to make sure that we want to gain muscle, but we also want to make sure that that muscle is strong. We have to work on and develop that skill or that language of connecting it with our brain, so to speak. So how do we get better at strength? So strength is best trained in the 1 to 5 repetition max range. So weights that you can only lift for maybe 1 to 5 reps at the most. And it's that constant practice. You need a lot of sets at it. Since there's not many reps, you can do more sets. You might do in the neighborhood of 3 to 10 sets of an exercise with those heavier weights, and it's practice. It's that consistent practice over time that allows you to build that strength. You also got to remember that it doesn't jump up really quick all the time. So it's going to take some time, that consistent practice, just like learning a new language. If you want to learn how to speak a new language, you're not going to master it in 2 weeks. It's going to take some time to learn how to speak that new language. And so it's that consistent, constant practice that allows you to break through to a new level of strength.